So this week's Casual Friday episode is going to be a little bit different. We are actually seeking advice on a specific topic, and that's a wind generator. As you guys know, we have put a solar arch on the back of our boat and we have a ton of solar power. But on those not so sunny days, we think it'd be great to have a wind generator as well. And actually, we've had one on board for months now.
This is our boat now.
Oh my God. Let's go ahead and get a little reminder of what this solar arch actually looks like. You can see we have the two 300-watt panels back here on the solar arch. You can also see that these two panels pretty much take up the entire solar arch. Since the panels take up the entire solar arch, this limited what we could do with our wind generator. Our initial thoughts were that we would go ahead and have some sort of mast attachment on the solar arch that the wind generator could sit on. But once we realized how much space these solar panels took up on the solar arch, we realized there was no way we could get the wind generator on a mast on the solar arch without it causing serious shading on the solar panels. As we've looked around the harbor, we've realized ketches are actually great for wind generators because you have the mizzen mast that you can use for your wind generator, and it keeps out of the way of your sails and also of any solar that you might have on the aft portion of your boat. We looked around at all the other sloops in the harbor, and a lot of them have wind generators that are shading their solar panels, or they don't have any solar panels. They opted just to have the wind generator. So we're not finding any good solutions for our type of setup.
So one of the things we've been thinking about is maybe putting a separate mast, like somewhere like right here. That's gonna be basically right behind the boom, so the boom doesn't hit it, and it goes higher than the boom, way up. And then the wind generator would be up there, probably about 10 feet above my head. So it would be pretty high. These panels are just so big and they extend out so far, and there's not really a good way to mount anything on the side of them, really. We also thought potentially, we see people that put their radars on their backstays, and they have something on the backstay that keeps the radar okay. I've never seen a wind generator on a backstay, but that's why we're kind of doing this video. We're kind of asking you guys to see if you've ever seen that done, because on the backstay would actually probably be the cleanest installation. It would kind of look the best. I think it would shade these panels the least because we can get it pretty high up there. But yeah, so I mean, we were thinking backstay or a separate mast on the side right here. And then the final solution that we were thinking about is gonna be forward on the boat, so come with me. We're thinking about something right here. Now, obviously, it wouldn't be working while we were sailing, but we were thinking about maybe something temporary that we can hoist while we're at anchor. We'll have two forms of energy while we're under sail. We'll have the solar as well as prop regeneration, which is hydro. While we're at anchor, we could hoist the wind generator. So again, we'll have two forms of energy. We'll have the wind generator and the solar. And if it's on the mast here, it won't shade the panels at all. So I'm getting cold.
It's cold.
Maybe that's probably our best solution, but we want to know what you guys think. Do you know if there's any mounts that we can purchase that are like temporary mounts for wind generators or anything like that that you've seen people do to hoist it on the mast? We have no idea. We've Googled it, we've asked other people. No one's really given us any good places to potentially purchase something like that. We really don't want to have to DIY the entire setup, but we will if we have to.
You might be thinking, well, if you've already come up with this temporary setup solution, why haven't you just gone for it? Well, it's something you guys have already pointed out to us. We have a whisker pole on our side deck, which ideally should be mounted on the mast. So if we come up with this temporary setup that we could use for our wind generator, that would again mean that there's no way that we can put this whisker pole on the mast.
So we showed you our options for where we're gonna put this thing. Now let's show you the wind generator that we've been sitting on for, what, 6 months now?
This wind generator box looks a little rough, and that's because it's seen us through the whole refit of our boat, pretty much. We did get it after a few months of refit, but we've kind of been shuffling it around for quite a while, but we wanted to keep it in the box so that it was safe during the refit. Alrighty, so in the box we have a mounting kit. What I am guessing is programming for the wind generator. We never actually put this in our computer.
I think it's actually instructions.
Owner's manual, maybe, instructions, something like that. And then here is the body of the wind generator. This is the cap of the nose, and we have the blades in their own little box. As you can see, they're 100% carbon fiber, and they are pretty sweet. Here's one as an example.
Look at that. It's powder-coated blue, but it's carbon fiber. It's so sweet.
In addition, it comes with its own charge controller. It's pretty heavy, actually. So it's a wind and solar hybrid charge controller, and it's for 48 volts since our battery bank system is 48 volts because our electric motor is also 48 volts.
They make this in 24 volts, 36 volts, and 12 volts as well, but we went with the 48 model.
You can like feel that it's really well constructed. It feels heavy duty, amazing. So we are definitely excited that we have this, and it's just so unfortunate that we haven't figured out a way to hook this up. That is why we need your help.
These blades are just, I don't know, this is what impresses me the most about these. Like, they're so just like precisely made, it looks like, you know, and this thing is called a Silentwind, so it's got a lot to live up to. Hopefully it's pretty silent, and I think the blades probably have something to do with it. But they're just so like, I hold it and it's just like, it's like perfectly balanced like a sword. Like, I don't know. But every time I grab the blades, I'm just like, I want to get this thing installed. But yeah, hopefully you guys have some good suggestions and we can figure something out here and we can get this Silentwind installed on our boat. But for now, it sits in a box, unfortunately. So that's it for this short little video, guys. Just wanted to get some advice from everyone. A bunch of minds are better than two, so figured hopefully we can get some good advice and some comments down below. And that's pretty much it.
As always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and a comment down below. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to follow along with our journey, and that notification bell if you want to know each and every time we upload a video.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
I've got it right and I got it wrong, but I learned my lesson hanging on. Come sit here.